Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Trending Thursday. My name is Glenn, Senior Stock Market Strategist for VectorVest. Glad to be here. Glad to have you here. What a rascally ride today in the market. Holy smokes. Companies come in, beat earnings, and they go down. Companies yesterday miss earnings, and they go up. The market is in a crazy way. If you can hear me loud and clear, by all means, let me know in the chat, preferably with VV Nation, to let me know that I am coming across loud and clear. The market is lost its gosh darn mind. That's what I'm going to call it. It's lost its gosh darn mind. It's just crazy. But I think overall, as I make my Cafe Bustelo, I think it's just a lot of euphoria about the data. GDP comes in slower, and people are like, yeah, the market's really slowing down, or the economy is slowing down, and the Fed's got more fodder to want to cut interest rates. I don't think that that's enough. There it is. Thank you. Oh, I got that too somewhere. It's in all my stuff. That site, Bureau of Economic Analysis. Joey's looking up something for me in the background. This is Bond. You are clear. Walter PPK. I get it. Bond. James Bond, who carries a Walter PPK. The manic market, says Janice. It is. Have you ever seen anything like this before? Jazz asks. Probably, but wait a minute. Have you guys remembered that I've said on more than one occasion that this is not an there it is. That's what I'm looking for. Excellent. That this is not a normal market. You've heard me say that on more than one occasion. Have you not? Type a yes or a no in the room. You've heard me say that on more. Oops, I lost it. Hold on. I'm going to take it back again. You've heard me say that on more than one occasion. Type a yes or a no in the room. And this is just not normal. It is not normal, but I think it's due to a lot of high inflation. The market cutting back on raising interest rates at a fast rate in a short amount of time. And I think it's just pretty much thrown the market all over the place. All right, this is just all over the place. But you know something, with the power of the VectorVest system, we'll help you to navigate through all of this. That's why I give you fish when I give you fish. I don't give you fish when it's not time to give you fish. And a lot of you have let me know on more than one occasion that you've made money between Ryan and I on a lot of the fish that we've given you at the right time, unless you looked at my stock picks from last week and they were horrible. But I own it. How do we play this market using VectorVest if you're aggressive, tight stops? And interesting that you asked that question, Alex. I am doing the special presentation for VectorVest tomorrow, and it's going to talk about market timing and one of our market timing calls that is more aggressive and how to use it. So that's a great question, and I will talk about that in the special. Hey, Joey, do they get an alert for the special presentation? Do we give an alert for that?
Yeah.
We do.
Oh, for the special presentation? No.
We don't? All right. But if you subscribe to the channel, you'll see when that special presentation is up. It can come up at any point in time, usually early afternoon, depends on who does it.
Yeah, they'll get one from YouTube. That's it.
Say again?
They'll get one from YouTube, but they won't get a mobile one like they got for this live stream.
Okay, that's all right. So you won't get an alert, but it will be up on our channel. All right, so with that, I think, Alex, again, that was a great question, specifically because of what's going on in the market right now. And I'm going to let you in a little bit about tomorrow's special presentation as well today, and why I think that this latest move up, I'm not real warm and fuzzy about. All right, the market went down wicked this day. It opened. The Dow opened up 500 points to the downside. It's now giving it back. We're now trading way off the session lows. And you know something? I'm going to let you know. I am still holding on to my bearish ETFs, my contra ETFs. I'm taking a little bit of a bath today because they are triple leverage. But a little bit today and a lot more tomorrow in tomorrow's video, I'm going to tell you why I think this little bounce up doesn't make me warm and fuzzy. But if it does have legs to the upside, I'm also going to show you what to look for if this upturn in the market has legs, So more data coming out Friday. I know PCE comes out tomorrow. I'm going to talk a little bit about that too. I got that somewhere. I got that in the economic calendar. It's markets like this where VectorVest will save you enough money to pay for your subscription for the next years to decades. Follow the MTI. And the MTI is going to play a very important role in how to utilize market timing. John is where he says, I'm listening while doing yard work on this nice day. All my JPI shorts are kicking butt and taking names. Okay, go right ahead with that.
JPI.
But if the shorts are there, then the shorts are getting their butts kicked today because the market is rebounding. So I don't know I don't know how valid the JPI is, but if you're playing the market short today, you're feeling it. So we'll use the JPI to help you to lose money on a day like today, which is what it is, Joey. So JPI, way to go. Woo! Go JPI. Anyway, looking at the market, again, the market was way low today, and it's rebounding. It's trading off the session lows. We've got a lot of yellow. We got the primary wave up, but none of the other market timing calls. I'll say this once again. None of the other market timing calls have turned up. Just the primary wave. And we're going to talk a little bit about that today. So, this is where we stand. Meta does the darn thing and they get smacked for it. A lot of things. And then there's a lot of news behind why that's happening. I'm of the mindset if a company beats earnings and beats revenue, it should go up. Oh, but wait a minute. If the street says, well, you didn't beat it by this much, then we're going to punish you. I got problems with that. I still have problems with that, but it is what it is. Rebounding until another big stock does well, then the market tanks. Janice, I'm with you 110%. So this is what we'll do. We're going to go, before we even get outside of here and looking at the market, we're going to take a look at the web stories that I have for you today. What did I just not? I'll take care of that. There we go. Make that a little better. So GPS, or GDP, GPS. We need a GPS to get through this market. Oh, we do. It's called VectorVest. GDP, U.S. economy grows at 1.6% annual pace in the first quarter, falling short of the estimates while inflation increases. So yes, the economy is slowing down. All right, the economy is slowing down, but inflation is still a problem. Joey said short Lee Auto, and wow, that was a call. Joey, why would you have shorted Lee Auto? There's a reason why, but why would you have shorted Lee Auto? Yeah, silence. Thus, I thought so. There was a reason why you would have shorted Lee Auto, but yeah, okay. And Joey didn't make that call, by the way, John. I'm just saying. So I wanted to look a little bit more. Huh?
Yeah, I did.
All right. So why would you short Lee Auto?
There was a time to do it.
No. There's a reason why. There's a reason why.
You know the reason.
No, I do, but you don't. Understood. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for thank you for letting everybody know that you didn't know why.
I told you about it. I told John about it.
No, you told nobody about it. Anyway, moving on. Gross domestic product. Interesting. And Ryan brought this up. Ryan says, well, wait a minute. The GDP has fallen for 2 quarters in a row. Does that mean we're in a recession? And the answer to that is no. We need 2 negative quarters of recession of GDP going down back here in quarter 1, quarter 2 of 2022, where it was looked at as a recession, but the jobs number wasn't right in line because normally when you have a recession, unemployment goes up, but that really didn't happen. So the government turned around and said, well, we're going to redefine what a recession is, which was a crock of bull, because a recession is a recession. That's where it happened. But going down, all this shows right here from quarter 3, quarter 4 to quarter 1 is that the economy is slowing. It makes sense because the Fed wanted the economy to go down and what they did by way of raising the interest rates. Glenn, Joey will be happy to school you after the live feed since you don't know. By the way, who won the fight yesterday? It was me, number one. It really wasn't a fight, but it would have been me. And Joey's not schooling me on anything. That's fine. That's fine. There will be stocks that will benefit from the cloud/AI centers infrastructure build out follow the spend. And so I'm of the mindset of the chips bill that's affecting and helping a lot of the chip companies like Micron and SMCI and TSMC, not SMCI, TSMC. You're absolutely right on that, Fitz. That the whole AI craze is not over with. And I still think to a certain degree, we're still in the infancy of that whole deal. All right. We're still in the infancy of all that deal. The economy is showing signs of inflation if it is still rising since it's accumulative. It is rising. People are still spending money. Goods and services are still going up in price, and inflation is still a problem. And that is why the Fed is still kicking the can down the street in regards to when to cut. They will cut when the economy starts to go kablut, but that's not happening yet. Next part of inflation, U.S. Yields soared. Traders see the Fed delaying first cut to when now? December. Remember, we were supposed to get 3 rate cuts this year. 3. And as soon as the Fed said that, I was like, that's Frabernacle bull. We're not getting 3 rate cuts because of the data. I told it and said that he put his foot in his mouth right there. I thought it was 2, Don, just to make sure. It's only 2. I believe it's 2 quarters in a row. That explains why he didn't know why I didn't show it, Lee Moore. He said that was his call. He said that was his call. Anyway, there's a reason why. There's a reason why, and I've talked about it on more than one occasion in regards to EVs. So there we go. Anyway, further and further down the road, the cuts are coming if we get any cut this year. Okay, and that's because of inflation. How about this? Dollar firmer on high. I got to change that to dollar firmer on higher U.S. inflation. That's going to affect gold. That's going to affect gold. All right. Dollar inflation. Oh, dang it. Still wrong. Let me come out again. There we go. Higher U.S. inflation, yen sinks versus euro. Blah, 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 blah. That's going to affect gold. So that was the first thing I said in my mind, is that it's going to affect gold. Then I wanted to look. Newmont in charge gold sales and production rose more than 30% year over year in Q1. Interesting. So there's normally a direct correlation between gold and the dollar. As the dollar gets stronger, gold goes down in price. As the dollar weakens, gold goes up in price. But with the high inflation the way it is, and still no cuts on the interest rates, the dollar still holds strong because inflation is still in play, which means our dollar is stronger. Interesting that as I found this was on April 25th today. Interesting, as the dollar gets firmer. What was that? That was also from April 24th and updated on April 25th, that the correlation, I think more and more people are becoming a little bit more fearful and still want the tangible asset of gold, or still looks at it as a hedge, which I think that it is, which gives me more pause in regards to this current little bounce up that people are still more fearful in the market. Why would the dollar be firmer? Because of inflation. Because higher inflation, our dollar becomes a little stronger because of inflation. Higher inflation, we're going to spend more. The dollar gets stronger, and when we start to slack off on inflation, the dollar loses value and it goes down, and that is the difference too. Lee says gold is directly related to interest rates also. Understood. Miguel says, love this content. Are you new, Miguel? Because I don't know for sure. If you are, thank you for that. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Silver up nicely today. And again, gold is doing the darn thing. Now, I did want to look at some of the stuff that came out in the economic calendar so far this week that talks about more so inflationary than not. Jobless claims, Actually, there was 1.84 thousand one. Yeah, it was supposed to be at 1.84. It was higher, lower than the previous, and lower than the forecasted. And then Todd Schaefer and I were looking at the jobs number as well, talking about how many people are participating in the job market. Nobody ever talks about that, right? Nobody ever talks about the participation in the job market. Greg says that's because the government is spending faster than the U.S. can earn it. In regards to the spending, we keep putting money out there. I'm really not trying to get political. Really don't. But we are still spending money. We just put forth that the president's getting ready to sign a bill. We're about to spend a whole lot of money going out to Ukraine, Taiwan, and Israel. It's a lot. I think it was is it 91 billion? Somebody back me up on that. I think it's a $91 billion bill. All right. Whether you agree with it or not, that's not the point of the conversation. It's just that we are spending money. We are definitely spending money. I'm thinking that it's a $91 billion bill. That's a lot of money, folks. It still is a lot of money. Is it needed? Is it not needed? I don't want to get into that conversation. I just want to get into the conversation of we are spending money. And Pennywise, I'm big on defense stocks. Lockheed Martin, Raytheon. I got a Raytheon story today. Raytheon, all of the defense stocks are getting that money. And it does not help inflation. Alex is absolutely right. Now, the Fed has been saying for the longest time, we're trying to get this inflation under control, but we need to stop spending money. We keep spending money. Which website are you using to see all the markets at one place? This is investing.com. And I'm looking at, when you say looking at the markets in one place, what do you mean? Looking at the markets at one place. Well, I'm looking at investing.com. I didn't look at anything else specifically, if you talk about right now, but I can look at more than just the U.S. market. And I usually look at the U.S. and the Canadian markets, Sunil. All right. Says Bill. I see you, Bill. All right. So I wanted to look at yesterday. What news came out? There was durable goods. Spending the money on durable goods. Durable good orders are going up. People are buying stuff. Crude oil inventories. Crude oil is getting affected by the lull in the tensions in the Middle East. All right. Iran shot at Israel. Israel shot at Iran. And right now they're like, all right, we're done with this for the time being. And oil is, and I still, I believe I still do own oil. I still do own USO. You know me, I've said on more than one occasion that I think that oil is being manipulated. Nonetheless, it is what it is. I still am bullish on oil. Now, that was yesterday. Today, we had the continuous jobless claims and the PCE. All right. That's higher than what is expected for the forecast and the previous. Man, all of these things show that inflation is still an issue. And tomorrow, Friday, we got the PCE price index, personal spending, which is going to be interesting. That number is higher than the forecast and higher than the previous. That goes to show that the economy is, something, I still think that the economy as a whole, on the macro level, that the economy on a whole is still in place to accept an increase. But the downside of that is the middle class America is getting affected adversely in a big way because of the interest rates. If you raise interest rates, one more time, which we should have done last year. We should have done that last year. But if you do it now, it would break the back of middle America, in my opinion. All right. So Contras, Glenn, or just rough it out, or is it time for defensive stocks? Which is your call? I'm a big fan of defensive stocks anyway. Contras. This is my call right now. My call right now is to manage your trades. All right. When we get into the software, I'm going to explain why I think it's all about managing your trades. We're in a primary wave up, but the DEW, the confirmed call, are all still down. there's a key factor in our market timing right now that makes me not warm and fuzzy in the market. All right. So, Paul, I'm of the mindset right now. We're sitting in a channel. Only the primary wave is up. I am of the mindset to manage your positions, put tighter stops. And unless you're aggressive, you sit still. You sit still. Does that answer your question, Paul? Unless you're super aggressive, the prudent way of investing by market timing is telling you no. The conservative way of market timing is telling you no. If many, and I know many of you in here are a little greedy and are aggressive, on the up days, take advantage of it. Are you doing a special presentation on the primary wave? Answer is to that yes. James, it will be tomorrow. I am doing the special presentation on market timing, specifically the primary wave. All right, Christopher says, sit still. Excellent advice, Glenn. Listen, I don't give advice. I give guidance. I use the VectorVest software to give guidance. That's so low. Surely it's worth a buy and wait. On what? What about natural gas? Oh, no. So let me tell you about natural gas. And everybody type in the room if you agree with me or not. Natural gas is the most volatile play in the stock market right now. If you agree with that, type a 1. If you disagree with that, type a 2. Natural gas is the most volatile play in the freaking market right now. So what I tell you to play natural gas, I would tell you if you're going to play natural gas, you freaking day trade it. That's the only way I'm playing natural gas right now is you have to day trade it. Because if you try to hold it overnight, you will get smoked. All right. So now, no, Neil, this has got nothing to do with politics. This is looking at the move of natural gas. I ain't said nothing about politics in regards to this. If you look at KOLD and you look at BOIL and you try to just watch them on a day-over-day basis, the price action is crazy. So if you're going to look at natural gas, go have at it. But I would not invest in it. I would trade it. I would not invest in it. I would trade it. And for any, Sharon said too. All right, Sharon said too. Sharon, I would love to see something that you've done, that you've held, whether it's cold or boil, for 3-4 trading days in a row and made some money. What about Bitcoin? Bitcoin right now, I think it's a hot commodity. I'm not a fan of Bitcoin. Anybody who knows me on this channel knows I'm not a fan of Bitcoin. But it's a hot commodity right now. And currently I do own IBIT. I own one of the spot ETFs on Bitcoin. So I'm not a fan of it, but I will never turn you away from trying to make money on it. Do you still have your buy and hold portfolio for the stocks from 2024, Mike? Yep. Again, I'm going to hold that through the whole year. Remorse says, I like to trade LNG. Do we expect gold to bounce back after today's news? You know me. I can't tell you what anything is going to do. But I'll take a look at it. I do not hold gold right now. I hold oil as a commodity, but I do not hold gold. One commodity that I do want you guys to keep your eyes on is wheat. WEAT. I'll tell you why later in here. No, you did a search for hold for. Oh, I still have a couple of those stocks. They had stops. They did have stops. I'll show you that portfolio. All right. And maybe I might have to do another video called Stocks to Hold Forever to put more stocks in there. Those stocks did have stops. How to generate a chart on how many percent of companies are below or above. Yeah, I don't have a search. Maybe I can create a search, Sunil. I've never thought about it. I don't think I want to think about it. Do me a favor. If you want some help in trying to set that up, Call our product support staff. They'll help you. All right. Next story. I didn't look at any of these. Sigh. That was your fault, Joey, too.
Yeah, my bad.
Okay. As Tesla struggles,
see how I owned
as you owned up to something that you should not have. It was not your fault. It was not your fault. So you just owned up just to be owning up. So I'm gonna turn you down so I can't hear you. So there we go. Now I can't hear you. As Tesla struggles, Toyota hits record annual output. Now we all know that Toyota, Honda, several of the big manufacturers. And Joey, right now I really did turn you down, so I can't hear you. If you want to type to me, you got to type to me in chat, because I don't want to listen to you. Where's your chat, Joey? Good. So now, if you want to talk to me, it's got to be in chat. We know that a lot of the major manufacturers. No, I'm not asking that either. As a lot of the major manufacturers are moving and putting more money behind hybrids. All right. Talking, and I think that that's a part of it with Toyota as well right now. Next story. Again, I am on defense stocks. RTX awarded a $344 million contract to modernize electronics units for a missile development program. They're making more money. Now, there's a downside to investing in defense stocks. It normally takes years for these contracts to be fully set up. So I did a video on these stocks a while ago, and I still think I have a defense portfolio set up. I don't remember if I do or if I don't. But if you're going to play the defense space, it needs to be, these are investments. These are not trades. These are investments. And especially in times of tension, these companies will start to really, really, really move. Cocoa commodities still up. Still on the up, Glenn. I need to see if I have that in my commodities list. We all know about Boeing. Airbus earnings are almost here. Boeing investors should watch for one key thing. Glenn has already been putting you into the sphere of looking at Airbus. Airbus is down today. Boeing is down today. Air is down today. I still think that Airbus becomes the beneficiary of the woes dealing with Boeing. Airbus stocks has risen 13% so far this year, while Boeing is down 38%. All right, so at least it is a story that's coming out as they come up to earnings. I like this play. I do like this play as an alternative to Boeing. And the last one, well, I like me some Palantir, but Palantir has a partnership or collaboration with Parexel to accelerate clinical data delivery and power clinical outcomes for patients. So I think I've got that in my list today. So now, with that being said, can you consider BA a defense? It's in the aerospace and defense. It is technically there, Eugene. It is, they don't only do air, they do a lot of stuff for the government as well. So they are in the aerospace and defense, but they're probably lagging. They're the big laggard in that space. All right, so just keep that in mind. They're a big laggard in that space with the big moves to the downside. Let's go into the software. Go over here. All right, so we talked a little bit about market timing. I talked a little bit about the primary wave. And again, I'm going to get deeper into that tomorrow. I'm going to get deeper into that. What are you doing? Why you get my attention? All right, now I'm going to put you back on. As long as you stop talking trash, now I can hear you again. Are you there?
No, I'm going to take you off, and what am I going to do? I'm going to take you off. I'm going to mute you.
All right, that's fine. Anyway, so, but this is important. You can't mute me because this is important information for the folks. Anyway, so here's the primary wave. All right, we got the primary wave. I've said on more than one occasion that I'm not warm and fuzzy about it. So let me explain that a little bit to you. One, the VectorVest composite is a little bit of a channel. Two, the underlying trend of the market by way of the MTI is below one. Who's the one that said you got to look at the MTI? Just type the word me in there, because this plays a very important role when I'm looking at the most aggressive indicator that we have in the software. This right here is one of the most important pieces of our market timing. That was you, Fitz. And this is why I don't feel warm and fuzzy. Put these two things together. Michael said it too. We're in a channel. All right, we're at a level of resistance. We got a lot of buying pressure today. All right, after the market went down this far, there's a little bit of a rebound. But even with that rebound, the underlying trend of the market is down. The buy to sell ratio is down. The timing of the market is down. I'm not feeling real warm and fuzzy. Notice that when I've had primary waves up back here, even on the pullbacks, what was the underlying trend of the market? Up. What did the market eventually do? Kept going up. Then we get the primary wave down. Still primary wave is up, but what is it starting to do? Fall and fall. If we get a primary wave up, what's the underlying trend of the market doing? Falling. We finally get a primary wave down. I'm a little bit more comfortable, but here's my confirmation when MTI goes below 1. Did that turn on some lights for some of you who are trading the primary wave? Yes or no? Did that turn on some lights for those of you trading the primary wave? Yes or no? And thus, again, why I'm not warm and fuzzy about the current primary wave up. Look at the underlying trend of the market. Again, we'll talk a lot more detail about this in the special presentation tomorrow. Now, I look at today, the market just crashed and went down, blah, 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 blah. A lot of rebound. That could give a lot of people who do not have VectorVest a false sense of hope. But if the market does want to go up, I'm going to show you some things to look for in tomorrow's presentation to know that this is a real move up. All right, let's go to the viewers tab. Let's go look at the markets real quick. I know it's not safe to buy while the dew is red. And that's a little higher than looking at the primary wave. VIX is up today. All right, we're still below the value of 20. All of the major indices are trading off of their session lows, except for the Dow opened up 500 points down. It's still down. The top 30 stocks are still feeling the main effects of the market moving down. In other words, Glenn, means if the stock market goes down tomorrow, the primary wave will be down. Well, I'll talk about that. The primary wave only looks week over week in the market. Jerry sold this concept in the Jockey Club, promoted your special. There you go, because he was working with me on it. It's gonna, folks, I think from a market timing perspective, man, that whole primary wave and understanding how to use it and who uses it is going to be huge. It's going to be huge. All right. Big news stocks. These are the stocks that were in the news that I had. Palantir is in here. There's Newmont Gold, big mover. Janice said that silver was nicely moving up, but there's Newmont Gold. Tesla. You know something in regards to Tesla? I did a short, don't believe the hype. You know, don't believe the hype. I want to look at the Tesla graph. And I'm watching a lot of people on YouTube saying that, yeah, this is the time to go buy Tesla. Big open day today, trading at the session highs. The volume is there. I just don't think that the robo-taxi and the cheaper car, putting out the cheaper car is enough to really move this stock sustainably. Anybody agree with me on that? Type of 1 if you agree with me. Type of 2 if you think Tesla is going to really take off and rock and roll. Type of 1 if you agree that the news is not enough to sustain it. Type of 2 if you think that the stock is really getting ready to rock and roll. All right. And for those, again, this is a non-judgment zone. If you type a 2 and you disagree, that's fine. If you type a 2 and maybe it's retailers buying in on Tesla. Well, you know what was part of the downfall of Tesla outside of the earnings and all that kind of stuff was watching what happened in Iowa over the winter. Tesla cars, man, they didn't do so well. Robo won't be ready for years is another thing. And Tesla has a way of over-promising and under-delivering. Tesla does that a lot, Neil. Tesla has a way of how long did they talk about the ugly Cybertruck? And then finally, when it comes out, what did he say? It's going to be a loser for a while. He did say that. He said that honestly. It's going to be a loser for a while. All right, so licensing FSD will make the money. The thing about that, Eugene, Mercedes-Benz is ahead of the curve on that. They've already got some limited licensing that Tesla doesn't have yet. They're still working on it. So Mercedes-Benz is a little bit ahead of the curve when it comes down to that, Eugene. FSD still can't stop at intersections. You know, there's still a lot of bad stuff that comes along with the full self-driving as well. Ryan just did a video on Tesla. He did feel the retail buyers would be coming in. And you know something? That's a beautiful thing because Ryan and I can disagree. But it all comes down to what you guys feel when you make your decision. Yeah, and I'm all right with that. That doesn't make him right or me right. We're both giving our insights. James said, I think Musk will open his mouth and tank Tesla again. I don't know. I like him. I just think that right now he's got to concentrate on what he wants to do, especially with Tesla. He's got to be all in. I think he's all over the place. But he did not think it was a buy now, says Ben. And you know something? I still don't think it's a buy now. I do have trigger. I need a little bit more than that. It is above the 20-day. I'm not feeling it just quite yet, you know, so we'll see. My USPS is using Mercedes electric vans to deliver mail. And you know that USPS is going to start using FedEx instead of UPS as well. That's a different story. And we know that Amazon, if you're getting an Amazon delivery lately, they're all electric vehicles. I don't know who they're using, but they're all electric vehicles. All right, what do you think about Zuckerberg? Zuckerberg is pivoting. He's telling everybody to, you know, be patient. He's now putting the metaverse back into the news. He's pivoting. He moved away from the metaverse, but now he's putting the metaverse back into the news. So that's my answer, Eugene, in regards to that. All right. I did want to look at that stock. RTX. Actually, let's just graph all of these real quick. The defense stocks, I'm a big fan of. You know I am. Look at that. Look at that. Newmont's just kicking butt. Gold is kicking butt, even with the strengthening dollar. Very interesting, right? Very interesting. Tesla, we looked at. Gold, same scenario. Gold pulled back, but right at the 20-day exponential moving average. Again, you can't fight the tape. They're both moving. Raytheon got a contract, but with stocks moving sideways. We do have trend and trigger, but the stock is moving sideways. I'm looking at the dollar. The dollar dropped a little bit, still sideways. I'd like to see if the dollar can break through this gap, and it's close to it. Here's a weakening dollar will help gold go up. All right. A weakening dollar will help gold go up. And that's what's happening today. Palantir, tough stock. As much as I love the stock, tough stock to get in. We lost trend. We ain't got trigger. I ain't got no trigger. And it's below the 20. I love the news. All of these contracts have to turn out into something at some point. All right. I don't currently own Palantir. This is a timed position. I'm not currently in it. Toyota Motors. Deliveries, I don't know if it's enough right now to make it go up. It's still trending down. I'd like to see more movement to the upside before I go buy it. Airbus, as much as I think that it is an alternative to, was that earnings? Yeah, I think earnings come out tonight, or did earnings come out? I think it is a definite alternative to Boeing. We'll see. We'll see. All right, what other fish do I have for you? I did, because of the market's conditions right now, I didn't give you any MPI fish. Earnings will turn things around for Palantir. They've beat for 3 quarters in a row, which is huge for them. Pennywise. All right. I didn't give you any Midas Touch stocks. I didn't give you any multi-baggers, not with the current market's conditions. Portfolios. We were talking about that. Portfolio stocks to hold forever. Where is that? Stocks to hold forever. It's down. Let's go see. Did we make any money on any of those stocks? Well, we only had 3 stocks. This is why I have stops. I didn't want stocks to hold forever, but I still didn't want to take big losses. Right now it's down. Let's go see, but I'm up 14 on new. I'm up about 15%. And CPRX, I'm up 1.25%. I think I might have to do another video to put some of these stocks back into the portfolio here. We were as high as 3.21%. Top 10 stocks for 2024, still 20%. Look at that, folks. Even with everything that's going on in the market, these were my top picks for the year 2024, and they're still running. No stops here because I'm going to hold these throughout the year. I'm going to hold these through. I'm going to live or die by these stocks. Top 5 weekly picks. You know, I do top picks every week. I needed to put more stocks in here, and I think on Monday I'm going to find some stocks to get into here. Trending Thursday picks. We're down about 0.25%, but you got no stocks in the portfolio. You got no stocks in the portfolio. My multi-bagger picks. Let's go see where I'm at. Multi-bagger. Holy smokes. Did anybody take advantage of this stock? And this is before it went up as high as it did. Anybody buy into any of my multi-bagger picks? Type of 1. There you go, Jazz. I read your mind. Type of 1. Did anybody take advantage of the multi-bagger picks? Look at these. 80. I'm almost there on VITL. I need to get to 100%. FIHL, I'm halfway there. And ADMA, I'm a quarter of the way there. All right. And then I did another one, multi-bagger 2. And this portfolio is up 5.8%. Multi-bagger 2 is up 5.82%. Look at that. I gotta do more videos on this to get more stocks in here. I got to do more videos to get more stocks in here. But now that you can see the results, maybe you'll tune in to those videos when I add more stocks. Even with the market looking poopy, look at this. These multi-bagger stocks most recently are running. Gotta love that. Too late now? Yeah. James, yes. Do I say too late now? A lot of these stocks have already made a move. I'm going to say, James, next week, I'm probably going to do another multi-bagger pick, depending on the market. And I would prefer you get in early rather than getting in after it moves. Does that make sense, James? I would rather you do that now. Is ALR is not in either one of these, is it? It's not. ALR is close to 30 right now. That was another pick that we got from here as well. All right. Sharon says, yay on the multi-bagger picks. I think I'm going to do one of those videos next week, maybe next Tuesday. But it all depends on what the market's doing. All depends on what the market is doing. All right. Let's go back to the viewers. We're going to get to your stocks in a minute. Commodities. Cocoa. Somebody give me the ETF for cocoa. Commodity ETF for cocoa. But commodities are moving. Commodity, how to find if it's still a good time to buy these stocks. You got to track, you got to look at look at the graphs. The same thing I do before I give them to you is the same thing you need to do now, Sunil. Look at the graph. Wheat, I told you to keep your eyes on wheat. Wheat has been kicking butt and taking names. Oil, corn, gold, precious metals. I don't know what the heck that is. What is that? What is, that's too many. It's like, oh, dirty bastard. What is that? Total returns. I don't know what that is. Dang it. Let's go view the stock analysis. What is this on? Portfolio combination of financial instruments that are economically linked to the world's most heavily traded commodities. There you go. That's what that is. COPEX, do I not have that in there? I do not. How do I not have copper in here? What's cocoa? Anybody give me the ETF for cocoa? Anybody give me the ETF for cocoa? But there's coppers on the move. Look at that. Look at that. There's got to be a global cocoa. It's got to be a global cocoa. Hold on, I'll find it. Global cocoa ETF. What is it? Cocoa is going insane. Are you cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? Is it too late to invent? I just need the ticker symbol. Somebody said, Mark says it's Cocoa, COCO. On a tear. All right, let me go put that in there. COCO. The Vitaco. Is that what I want? Mark, is that what I want? Where's it at? View the stock analysis report. That's coconut water. That's not what I want. Coconut milk. No, I don't think that's what I want. Is there a CO? I don't want that one. I'm deleting that one. Yeah, I didn't think that was cocoa either. Close that. Cocoa commodity ETF. Right, that way. AI, what? Cocoa, this is probably the futures. Investment cocoa quote. I don't think that's it. I need an ETF for it. I need an ETF. Somebody's got to get me a good ETF for it. And I will definitely put it in. How about we go? I got another one to go. Global X Cocoa. Oh, I think there it is. A lot of news about it. AAPU. All right, I need to look for it. I need to look for it. All right, if no one can get me anything on it right now, yeah, these are all futures. Future, yeah, I'll find one. NIB? That don't even sound like it's cocoa. Nope, that ain't it. It's a bank. Got nothing to do with it. All right, I'll find one. I don't think there is one, says Christopher. Janice has good choices. NIB, that doesn't look, it's a bank. NIB, and that ain't it. And let's go look at what? Chocolate? No, I'll check. I'll check and see if I can find one. All right. Let's go find Wisdom Tree Cocoa LSE. Oh, all right. LSE. I don't track it. All right. We'll still look. Let's go find your picks for this week. I don't know how many likes did we get? 65. I'll give you 8 stocks. Right? That's all we get. Those were in an article on cocoa, but not it. Okay, I got it. Cocoa up, but doesn't help with Hershey going up. That's interesting. Because Hershey it's all milk. It ain't. Well, got to make the chocolate from cocoa, don't you? You do. Interesting. All right, ship. 1, 2, 3. I don't have that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's your 8 stocks. All right. And that was only with 65 likes. There's your 8 stocks. How many of these are getting beaten up? None of these are sells. Let's go look at the graphs. Let's graph them. Let's go take a look. Let me give you some insight. Ooh, VRT. Look at that pullback with the closed green. Look at that rebound. Stayed above the 20. Volume. Right about there. I like the 45-degree angle move on it. I like that it's been a buy the whole time. Even sitting in the channel, I like that it broke out of the channel on top of being on above the 20-day. No trigger, but the trend is there. I do like VRT. Now, in the given market's conditions, I'd like to see it go above 94.15 before you go buy it. But I do like that it broke out of the channel. All right. Next one. Now, I had looked at this before because it had a trend line. It broke below the trend line. And since then, it's just leveled out a little bit. I still have trend. Love the move on it. It broke down enough that I got a hold recommendation. A little bit of sideways move. I'd wait. If you're in it, though, If it goes back below the 20, if it closes back below the 20, I take half off the table if you haven't. Because now we got a little bit of jaggiosity going on after this beautiful upward move. After this beautiful upward move, now it's, a little bit more volatile. If it goes back below the 20, if you haven't already, I take half off the table. SHIP is in. This was a stock that I liked. What was I looking for? I was looking for the stock to break out of the channel. It did and came back in. It's trading right at that level of $9.42. It really needs to get out of its own way before I take it. But I did talk about this stock as a play that I did like, but I need it to get above that $9.42. It does have trend. It does have trigger, and volume is falling. That makes sense as the stock is moving sideways. All right, Joey, pro DJ us out of Don't Stop. Oh, boy, he can do that. He can go find it if he wants to. Lilly, as much as I do like some drug companies, LCOC, let me move this over real quick. LCOC, see if I can find commodities. I may or may not have it. I really would like to take advantage of cocoa. LCOC, I don't track it. I might have to talk to our data department to see if we can get us a cocoa ETF in there. Thank you, Paul. I do appreciate that. I do like that. I do appreciate that. And I will look LCOC. I need to write that down. LCOC. All right. Next one. Let's go to the next one. Walmart, the biggest online seller, is there cocoa. Unfortunately, thank you, Joey. Joey says, unfortunately, there are no exchange-traded products that provide pure exposure to cocoa futures in the United States. The last product, that was from Boston? Okay. The last product that did so was the IPAF Bloomberg Cocoa Subindex NIB, which was delisted in June of 2023. Thank you, Boston. Boston did some work for me, and I appreciate that. All right. Glenn, please talk about Lilly. Did you miss? No, I talked about it. It's below the 20 day. It's a hold. I got no trigger. And actually, I like the move here. This would have been a good time to take half. Actually, let's do this a different way. Hook you up. Let's go to the star search. Put this on 3 month. It's so Eli Lilly did, I like this for especially momentum plays. Look at this. No momentum pinch. And where's it at? It's in the slow lane. I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't. And if you do own it, this would have been a good time to get out since it's closing the slow lane. It's currently in the slow lane. And both DPOs are negative. From this graph, especially looking at AI. That's another one. Keep putting that up there. AIRE. I'll take a look at that. Eli Lilly, I'm not feeling it. After the pinch, it broke, and it broke to the downside. It's definitely a bearish play. Let's look at the rest of them in the star search. Walmart, beautiful, fast, did a split. Fast lane. Good opportunity to take half off the table. Good opportunity to take the other half off the table. Right there. We talk about this in the Jockey Club. There it is. Walmart fell below after take half off the table. That was a good profit. Hold. Second time it went, and when it went to the slow lane, take the other half off. Right now, Walmart is tried to get into the fast lane today, but just still in the middle lane. I'd wait. On the other hand, Lockheed Martin in the fast lane, but it's been going back and forth. I love the pinch. See the Bollinger Bands pinch, and where did it go? It broke to the upside. Bada boom, bada bing. Look at that. Beautiful. Boom, boom, boom. Take half right off there. Oh, we got back in and followed through? Good. I'll put that other half back in. Damn. It went down below again. Take half off the table. All right. Boom. Let's see if we can get the other half in. I'm not in. I am in. Follow through. Boom. Put the other half on. All right. Until it closes below. And it hasn't closed below since. So I'm back in a full position on LMT. Did everybody understand what I just said and walking you through that trade? Yes or no? Did everybody understand what I just said in walking you through that trade? Yes or no? Because for a lot of the stocks that you guys asked me about, this is a great graph look on how to manage any of the stocks that you have, folks. For everybody who keeps asking, should I get out of this stock now? Whatever. Look at this layout. Look at this layout. Yes, Glenn is day trading. I didn't day trade not a once here. I'm on a 3-month graph, Lou. This ain't day trading. This is not day trading at all. And if you think I'm day trading, Lou, you don't know what day trading is. This is a 3-month graph. LMT back in the fast lane. I like it. Let's go to the next one. Kava. Yes, Glenn has shown this multiple times for those who are sleeping, and I follow it all the time with 100%. Damn it. I love that, Blaine. 100% success. Nothing's 100%, Blaine. Nothing is 100%. All right, so just keep that in mind. But thank you for the comment. I'm looking at Kava. All right. How about wherever you got in? Got in. All right. Half off the table right there. I got 1 day in, follow through. Boom. I'm back in. No close, no close. Look at all this profit you're taking, Lou, on end of day. Look at all this profit. Loving this. Boom. Half out. Back in, follow through. Boom. I get back in. I'm full position again. Close down. I'm going to take that. Half out. Boom. Look how quickly that happened. You got it all out. Look at all that profit you took. Look at all that profit you took. Love this layout. All right. Last stock. Ugh. There's the pinch. And where did it pinch to? The downside. I'm not feeling this. Both DPOs are negative. All right. Nothing is less than 10%, says Neil. We all need to do a little of each. I have my core long-term and swing trade, which it takes work, but it's worth it. There you go. How can I create a list based on Bollinger Band lanes? Well, there's a search. If you want to find the stocks that just get into the search, the star search, if you're a subscriber, you got to have real time or you have to have Pro Trader because it's in a Pro Trader folder, right? You either got to have real time, which gives you Pro Trader, or you have to add on Pro Trader. But there's a search in here called, oh my gosh, Star Search. I'm going to run it. I'm going to run it. If you like that layout and you want to find the stocks that get into it early, here it is. Scrap these. That was worth the like, folks. That if that wasn't worth the like, I don't know what was. That was worth the like. But look at that. Waste management. Got in there. It's still in there. A little bit of a spinning top. But look at that. In the fast lane. Both DPOs are positive. You know what I'm going to do? Tell you what I'm going to do. I do like this. I'm going to see something. All of the, oops, that's not what I wanted. I'm going to make a quick folio of this. Quick folio of the top 10. We're going to call this TT Star Search. Let's go check this out. I'm going to only put $20,000 in. This is a paper trading portfolio. Per trade, 0, long. And it's interesting that I'm doing that even in the current market's conditions. But stop here, I'm going to use a trailing average true range stop times 2. Click on OK. Let's go take a look. I just created a portfolio, a paper trading portfolio on the fly. We used the search to find the stocks, and I got stops in place. You guys okay with that? Yes or no? You guys okay with that? Yes or no? I like that. You wanted to know more about the star search? I like using the star search. I just built it on the fly at the top 10 stocks. So now you guys got more fish. You guys got more fish. Look at that. I just gave you more fish, and we're going to track these. Do it slower. I did it slow. Did I do that too fast? Yes, and just type a 1 or 2. Did I type that too fast? 1. Did I type it good enough? Type a 2. Did I type that too fast? 1. If I went through that nicely, type a 2. I did. I don't know how much slower you want me to go, Ruvabu. That was I did that pretty slowly. I walked you through what to do. I really, really did. Fine. Tell you what we're gonna do. I'm gonna delete the portfolio. All right. No. I still got, I'm right at the time. That's all right. I went to Unisearch. Okay. I went to a folder that's got ProTrader, and I explained, in order to have that ProTrader folder, you've got to either have real time, which gives you ProTrader, or you have to add ProTrader to your account. Okay. Number 1. Number 2, I went and found Star Search. Here it is. And I ran it. Run the search. Here's all of the parameters for it, but I just ran it. Here's the stocks that came up as of 3:01. I did a quick folio of the top 10. I did a quick folio of the top 10. I named it TT Star Search. I changed the investment amount to 20 grand. No commissions. Long portfolio. And I gave a stop to an average true range times 2. Do not ask me what that means. You should know. If not, Google it. Okay. Clicked on OK. Clicked on OK. And there's the portfolio. Was that better? Yes or no? Was that, I went super freaking slow. Was that better? Yes or no? All right. And now it's in here as a portfolio that Lee said, speak slow. I spoke slow. I went through nicely. All right. This is another portfolio that we'll keep our eyes on, number 1. And number 2, here's a list of fish by way of the Star Search for you guys. Kiwi is here. All right. Joey put me on my last screen, and we're done. That's not the last screen. Not that.
My mouse, you see it? I don't know if you can see it, but I have 2 mouse icons now.
Oh, I don't see the second one.
Yeah, it's weird.
All right.
I got it.
All right. That's all for today. Interesting market. Hopefully I've given some insight on what's going on in the market, giving you some insights on the power of the VectorVest system to help you in regards to what's going on in the market. If you haven't hit the like button already, please do so. After the video is up on YouTube, by all means, folks, please share it. Please share it. All right, we are definitely growing, but we, still got to reach out to a lot of people the best we can. All right, did you guys hit I didn't even get 100 likes today. It's all right. I guess it wasn't worth 100 likes today. It's all right. So you add the Bollinger Bands criteria from the Star Search? No. The Bollinger Bands are in the Star Search, just like it's in the graphs. The Bollinger Bands are in the Star Search, just like it is in the graphs. All right. It says, so you add, okay. No, you didn't. I didn't add anything. Just put it. All right. I got to go. Thank you guys for being here. I'll see you tomorrow morning. If you're in the Jockey Club, I got the Jockey Club tomorrow morning. I'll see you for a 12 o'clock live stream on the mobile app. And then I'll see you later on in the afternoon, not live, but as a recording on this special presentation, which is looking at market timing. All right, with that, folks, adios, arrivederci, ciao, au revoir, sayonara, aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii. Odabu, bom dia, salam, shalom, namaste, yasu. Until the next time, folks, see ya.